Wisconsin casts its 10 electoral votes.
Just as Wisconsin's Democratic electors met in the state capitol to certify Joe Biden's win, privately in another room inside the Capitol, 10 Republican electors were meeting too, as described by one elector shortly after on his podcast.
Drove to a secret meeting place in Madison and met all the other electors there. There was security, armed security to protect us, and other officials from the Republican Party of Wisconsin were there.
The Republican electors signed documents claiming Trump won Wisconsin when he didn't, submitting the paperwork to Congress and Wisconsin's Secretary of State.
They brought them to the office, and I smiled and put them in a drawer and forgot about them.
The electors, 10 Republicans, including the state party chairman at the time, Andrew Hitt, and Bob Spindell, a current member of the Wisconsin Elections Commission. The others, mostly county or party leaders. A typically mundane yet prominent process picked by both parties to officially send Wisconsin's 10 electoral votes to Congress should their candidate win. In the new indictment, federal prosecutors say the scheme was orchestrated from the highest levels of the Trump campaign. It was even called the Wisconsin Memo to convince electors in 7 states Trump lost to submit paperwork to deliver to Vice President Mike Pence. Now, federal prosecutors saying some fraudulent electors were tricked into participating based on the understanding that their votes would be used only if the defendant succeeded in lawsuits within their state, which the defendant never did. Hitt testifying before the January 6 committee.
I was told that these would only count if a court ruled in our favor. So that would have been using our electors, it would have been using our electors in ways that we weren't told about.
Matt, you also have a new statement tonight from the executive director of the Republican Party of Wisconsin.
Mark Jefferson saying in a statement to 12 News this afternoon, quote, "We were not informed of any use of the alternate electors contrary to preserving the legal strategy and would have never approved any other use."
Matt Smith reporting live in the newsroom.